Gosh, Masum, huh?
This
Masum.
is not Masum. This is Faruk.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's my
How are you,
Farooq.
Faruk bhai?
Okay, sorry. Okay, Farooq and Masum, you can start, and then Farheen and I will be partners too.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you, Faruk bhai. First, you may ask me some questions. Then I'm taking preparation for your question. First, you can ask me.
So which part do you prefer?
Definitely, part three.
Okay. So your first question is, I'm asking you about company and job. So your first question is it easy to find a job in your country?
Masum, you
Hello,
are
Masum.
muted. You have to unmute, Masum.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid it is very difficult to find expected job or smart salaries job in our country because as far as I'm concerned that there are plenty of people, there are unemployed people available in Bangladesh. Therefore, um, the job is too much crisis to find better job. Therefore, people can manage after long time searching. Even they are referring some bosses, and then after that, sometimes they can manage. So it is very hard, very challenging to get any job, to manage any job in Bangladesh.
Okay. So what should the government do if there is unemployment?
Well, actually, yes, there are many initiative things the government can take to overcome the unemployment. And first of all, I think government should establish different types of institutions, for example, factories and various types of factories, and when government take loan to their non-government organizations, the way they can build different types of organizations, the way people can get accommodations. So actually, these are the things to mitigate the unemployment. Yeah, these are the things it will be highly appreciable if the government taking steps.
Okay, thank you. Is a high salary important?
Of course, people are working for first things give their priority to earn money. Yeah, it should be better. It should be better to get handsome salary, and in some cases positions may occupy some employees. Big position, yes, definitely it is demandable, but salary is the first priority, I think, because without having it is quite difficult to nurture their family as well as to save money. So even yeah, therefore, in the long run or for the future backup, high salary is crucial for the employees.
Okay. So should big companies donate more to charities?
Actually, in some cases, I should. Another cases, I don't think so. Well, first of all, I think companies should do not charities because company is one kind of business organizations. They should always have profit. Without having profit, it is quite impossible to survive for the long time. So definitely, from this sense, I think company should not donate their profit to the charities. And another point is that a charity is one kind of organization or one kind of thing that from where and for charities, I mean poor people or even landless people, they can get shelter, they get some support from there. So so from this sense, charity mainly their fund comes from their different types of organization, business organization. If they do not provide some money to their charity, otherwise charity cannot give. So from this sense, some many all business organizations should fund to their charity. So actually, I think my view will be is I'm on both sides. I have mixed opinion about this.
Okay. Your last question is: should big companies be punished more seriously if they break the law?
Yes, I definitely think that company should be punished if they broken the law, because each every organization should run on the basis of the company's law or government law. You know, I mean, companies are following their, especially labor law. There are some rules and regulations. If they violate some rules, definitely labor will be deprived from their right way. So from this perspective, yes, if company follow or if they disregard any law which is against, which is favor for the labor, I think from this perspective, company should be punished actually. And another point is that there is some local law, I mean government rules, for example, national day or anything. I think all things, all rules companies should follow. Otherwise, it will be some out of control. I think say. So from this perspective, yes, they're doing business, but it doesn't mean they will do whatever they like to do. All things, they should follow the rules and regulations of the country's government's rules and regulations, I think.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of your part 3 questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Faruk bhai. Are you ready to part 3?
Yes, you can ask me from part 3.
Okay, Faruk bhai, it's a discussion topic. So now I'm about to discuss your part 3. When did you read the book?
To be honest, I am not good at reading book, but for few months I am trying to read books attentively because of my IELTS exam. In the recent times, due to this reading habit, I am getting interest to read different types of book. After my exam, I think I will try to read different types of English novels and related books when I get enough time. Future.
Okay. Why did you choose this book?
Sorry?
Why did you choose?
Yes, why did you choose
Anyway, so to read any book.
I could not understand your full questions.
Okay, skip the questions. Another question. Would you recommend it to your friend to read this book?
He did not say specific book, Masum. You're just following the questions in front of you without listening his answers, I think.
Actually, I'm taking these questions that is from recently published.
I know.
So
I know, but Faruk, I don't think he mentioned a specific book. Did you mention a specific book that you read?
Okay.
Read recently?
Faruk, if Faruk bhai do not comfortable to face this question, then I should.
No problem. We should have to habituated to face any kinds of questions. You can ask me from anywhere.
Okay, Faruk bhai. So because
Okay, just
I'm asking.
assume Farooq that you mentioned a specific book, and then you can answer Masum's question
Faruk bhai,
about
I'm
why
asking
do
you.
you
This
like
question
this
is
book.
published in on October in Iran. This is the real, yeah. I mean, genuine questions, real questions. Just I'm asking. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, ma'am. You're talking something about. I could not understand.
Yeah, because I don't think you mentioned a specific book in your answers previously. I don't think you mentioned that, oh, I read this book, this name, the name of the book. But Masum's question now, the two questions previously they were a follow-up of your answers, but it's about, Masum asked that, would you recommend this book? So he's trying to assume that there is a book that you are reading, that do you recommend that, or why do you like that book? But I don't think you mentioned
Yes,
that.
but in my answer, I did not mention any book name.
Yeah, that's why his answer doesn't, it's
He's
not
confused. Yeah, I
yeah.
got it. Okay, madam. So
Your question is not
I'm asking.
consistent to his answer.
Oh yeah, I got it. Okay, asking another question. Okay, let's talk about plan in your life. So why
Okay.
do some people make plans?
Masum, you know what you
Yeah,
can
ma'am.
do? You can just say, do you have a favorite book? And what's the name? And then after that, when Farooq would mention the name, then you can use those questions. Would you recommend it? Or why did you like that book? Let him mention first a book, a specific book. So you can ask, even if it's not in the questions in front of you, just ask him, okay, so what's the name of the book you read recently? You can ask that, and then Farooq would say, oh, this book, IELTS, blah, 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 Cambridge or IDB, IELTS, IELTS speaking or whatsoever. And then you can say, oh, so why do you like that book, or would you recommend that to others?
Okay, got it. So, okay, Faruk bhai, hello.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Questions. Let's talk about plan in your life. Why
Okay.
do some people make plans?
Actually, plan is very important in everyday's life or every institutes or different other things. I think without plan, we cannot move forward for the next days. So it is very important to have plan. Whatever I go for the government perspective, each year they prepare a plan, and according to the plan, they also declare a budget in from which sectors they will earn and in which sectors they will expense. So like this, I think everybody should have plan, and almost every people have a plan to do in the next months or next years. As for myself, I also have planned to sit for exam, IELTS exam, because I have to meet some deadlines of university and fellowship scholarship. For this reason, I have set my plan accordingly.
Okay, what are the consequences for people who do not make plans?
To be honest, I think that without a plan, a life become aimless. We can also compare the aimless life to a boat who have no captain, or they have no other things to where they will go, and by this way they will just circle around the sea, on the sea, and it will go according to the air speed. So I think if anybody want to move forward to achieve this type of target, then they must have a plan, a specific plan, whatever it is, long-term plan, mid-term or short-term. But I think it's mandatory to have a plan in everybody's life.
Okay. What can the government do to support people in making plans? What can the government do to support people in making plans?
I think it is very difficult for any government to help every citizens to prepare for their individual plan. So I think the government can encourage to consider different things like your health issues or health insurance coverage and medical sector or different, or for educating their children and different other things. The government can motivate its citizen, but I don't think they have any other things to do for individual life, because every people have certain income and have limitations in their lives and have to expense according to their income. So I don't think so the government should interfere in any dweller's personal life.
Okay. How can health center assist people in making their plan?
Sorry, how can
health centers assist people in making their plans?
it is help center or health center?
Health, HELP, health center.
Help.
Yes, for my instance, on this my instance on this regard is there are many health centers are developing day by day, and particularly the psychologists and social workers, and they are trying to help the people who cannot consider themselves or they cannot prepare their individual plan, and they can consult with their individual customer according to their income and their social settings and their background and different other perspectives, and then they can help or suggest how can he prepare his life plan and how can he go forward. So I think it's a good way to take support from health center, because the persons from the health center are trained enough and they have experience from those background knowledge. They can suggest their valuable client.
Okay, Faruk bhai, that's the end of your speaking part 3. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. I was in some complex what I have to say. Okay, that's fine.
Good
We
job.
have to face complex.
Yeah, you did a good job, you guys. I want to ask, okay, before we move on to Farheen and Habib, I want to ask something, because I've heard this from all of you, like many of you would say this. Farheen, can you, okay, just mute. Okay, I'll mute, I muted you. Okay, because I've heard this many times from most of you guys, your expression day by day. Faruk, can you give me an example again when you use day by day?
Day by day.
Yeah, make it in a sentence, because I've heard this not only from you, but from most of you, day by day.
The environmental standard is is hampering day by day because of human interventions.
Okay, what was that? The government?
The environmental standard is reducing day by day because of
Governmental
human interventions.
Okay, the governmental standard is reducing
Environmental standard.
environmental?
Standard.
Okay, the environmental standard is reducing day by day. Okay,
Yes.
so what I wanted to say is day by day, I've never heard this. I've never heard in native English speakers say this or use this in that context. And do you know what they use when they talk about something like that? They would say these days. Okay, so when you say the environmental standard is reducing these days, or not even reducing, that's not the right collocation, but gets or decreasing the, okay, let's say the environmental standard is decreasing these days or from time to time. That's what they use. So day by day is not wrong, but it's not for this context. I know that there are we can read some articles that they would say day by day, but in more not in this context, like I said. But I noticed that you use this to express that it's happening right now, every time. That's what you meant. But the native English speakers, they would say from time to time, this is what's happening, or these days, this is what's happening. Do you get what I meant?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can use day by day, but it's more accurate to say from time to time, or these days, or recently, or more and more in this time and age, or something like that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you're welcome. Now, Farheen, are you ready? We can
Hello,
be,
ma'am.
hi, we can be partners. Habib, you will wait for your turn. We might get one more participant to log in, and then you'll be next. So Farheen and I will be partners. Do you want me to ask you questions first, or you ask me questions first?
You can ask me first.
What do you want? Which part?
Part 3.
Okay. Just bear with me. I'm gonna. Okay, your part 3 questions. Your part 3 questions is about the context is about a person that is smart, can solve some problems in a smart way. Okay, that's the context.
Okay, ma'am, got it.
So first question, do you think children are born smart, or do they learn to become smart?
According to me, I think every child born in a same IQ level, because we have a same body organs, and except special kids, but every normal child at the time of birth, they have same IQ level. But passage of time, they learn a lot of skills during his or her schooling, college, and university level, and hardworking and quick learning skills make them smarter. and intelligent.
Okay, good. Next question. How do children become smart at school?
In my opinion, uh, those children who have who have extraordinary caring parents, they can be a hard, they can be a successful person in future, because in a school level, teachers and your instructor give homework equally, but those child who interested in 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 a high level and completed their homework and listen their teachers carefully and accept the uh, ex- I think accept that all needs to be
Okay,
a good learner.
just a moment. Okay, that was my phone. All right, your next question. Why are some people well-rounded and others only good at one thing?
I think a few person is a rounder in their professional level or in a study level, because it's a very extraordinary person who have multiple skills. They are extraordinary IQ level, and they have extraordinary learning skills. So, in my opinion, a few people can these multiple skills, or they are around in their professional level, but most of person have uh, one or two skills to showcase their professional to showcase their jobs and studies.
Okay, last question. Why does modern society need talent of all kinds?
After social media, introduce of social media, I think everyone can showcase their talent easily, and but it depends who who who's the audience, because in our stages level, the talent is very high and appropriate for the audience. But in social media, youngsters and teenagers can do anything. It is not talent. They are very stupid things sometimes to upload their social accounts like TikTok and Instagram. So, in my opinion, talented person, those who showcase their skill on stages, not in social media.
Okay, thank you. So let me just mention the model answer. I'll repeat the question, but I'll read the model answer so all of us can have an idea of, if we get this question. So the question, why does modern society need talent of all kinds? So here's the model answer. Modern society needs talent of all kinds because everyone cannot be proficient in all the things. So, to have a harmonious society, there has to be a mix of people with different talents so that they can work together for the benefit of the whole society. So nice.
Okay.
I also wanna learn some ideas. And I know it would also benefit you guys in case you will get this kind of answer, kind of question.
Okay.
All right, so now it's my turn, Farheen.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, few days ago, I'm not feeling well. I got fever, cough, flu due to weather change.
Oh, yeah, I can still hear it from your voice, but I'm happy you are getting better, Farheen. That's good.
Uh, every year when weather is changed, so it impacts me and my health.
Mm.
I don't know why, but it's happened every year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you might have some allergies too, because allergies will really kick off. No, start allergies will kick in when there's a change of weather or season.
Okay. Ma'am, which part do you want?
Part 3, please.
Okay. It's about walking.
Okay.
Do you walk a lot?
Well, recently I don't. I I'm not. I don't really work a lot, but even if it's in my normal days, I still don't wanna work a lot because I believe that um, we don't live for work, but we work to live. So no, I mean we live to work. No, that's not what I want. Anyways, forget that. So I want to be just relaxed. I'm not, when I work, I want to enjoy my work, and working a lot of hours would not, will not make me happy. So I want to balance my time when it comes to work.
Okay, nice. Do you work more than in the past?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I remember when I was younger, I was a fresh graduate from my university, and you when you are in this age or stage, you feel like you are invincible and you have lots of energy, and you want to prove to the world that yes, I can do this, I can do that. So I was juggling with lots of things to do. I was working on TV, I was a reporter, I was a college instructor, and yeah, so many different things, but now I don't want to do that anymore.
Okay, nice. Do you think people will work more in the future?
That's sad to think that, yes, it's on the horizon. I'm seeing it that people are more inclined to be workaholic because with all these provisions of internet and social media, and you can work from home, so people can do a lot of things, and they do works that are like they can have 2 jobs or 3 jobs, 4 jobs, and they can still do it because of the convenience of the computer, the Wi-Fi, and yeah, in this kind of with the different platforms, it's easier to get a lot of jobs. So I can see in the future that more and more people will forget that they have also to spend time with their families. Even when they're working from home, it's supposed to be time for their families, but they're in front of their computers.
Okay. In your country, people prefer physical job or technical jobs?
Can you repeat, please?
Uh, in your country, people prefer technical jobs or physical jobs?
Well, it's just trending nowadays in my country that people are working online. And I think it's due to the pandemic too, that most departments, most workplaces, they are on lockdown. So more and more people are beginning to love the work that requires technical skills. So nowadays it's kind of a trend in my country.
Okay, thank you so much. Your part 3 is completed.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Farheen. Habib, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm hearing you.
Okay, I'll give you questions, and which part do you like to answer?
I would prefer part 3.
Part 3. Okay. So your part 3 is your context is about cafe. Describe a cafe you like to visit. That's your context. So let's give you your follow-up questions to that. First question, what kind of people would like to go to a cafe?
In my case, there are different kinds of people who would like to go to a cafe in our country. And there might be old people and young people. Even the children also like to go to cafe. Especially those are foodie, those who like to food, like to take food a lot. They are going to cafe nowadays.
Okay. Second question, why do young people like studying in a cafe instead of at home?
Actually, young people like to get different environment rather than studying at home. If they study at the cafe, they can get both environment like the calm and the environment. They can get some food at the same time. That's why I think the young people prefer to study at the cafe instead of at their home.
All right, next question. Do old people like to drink coffee?
Yeah, I don't think so. Most of the people don't like coffee, but the young people prefer coffee rather than the older ages. Because the old people think that if they take coffee, it may harm their sleep. That's why they don't take coffee. But for the young people, they always try to avoid more for their study, for their work. That is to say, they are taking coffee rather than any other drinks.
Okay, next question and your last. Do people in your country like to drink coffee?
Yeah, the people of our country taking tea, taking coffee more than tea as of late because they are in a bulk in our country. Coffee has been popular as of late, and it has been spread out over the country. And within the people state, they are getting coffee. Uh, Even some people are also taking tea.
All right, so that's your last question. I'm gonna repeat the question and I'll give you also it's for all of us guys, okay? The model answer. So do people in your country like to drink coffee? So the model answer says, we are a nation of tea drinkers mainly, but many youngsters and teenagers like to drink coffee too nowadays. In my house as well, nearly all of us have tea, but only my sister and I drink coffee. Okay, so, okay, you guys can continue. It's time for me to log off. I'll give Faruk the hosting. Okay, there. Faruk, you're the host now, and I'm gonna log off. So, see you guys tomorrow. See you guys. See
Yes,
you
thank you,
guys
ma'am.
tomorrow. Okay, you're welcome. Masum is gone. It's only you, Habib, and Farheen. Okay, bye guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye YouTube. Bye for now.